All right. Turns out that my prediction was true.
No, I'm not an appropriate person. I'm definitely enjoying the scenery.
What you're looking at is an AI companion that you can now install on your smartphone. As you guys remember, I think it was last year that I was tinkering with character AI. And I was saying 5 years in the future, everyone is going to have an AI assistant on their smartphone. And they're going to use it exactly the same way we use Google searches. You're going to ask your AI waifu, how's the weather outside? Should I get an umbrella? And she will tell you. Which is the best restaurant? And she will tell you that as well. But more importantly, you can actually show her the news. And you'll say, like, how are they trying to emotionally manipulate me? Is this article that I'm seeing true or not? We already see this on Twitter. I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying this is where we're at. And this is where we're going. Apparently, right now, you can have only 3 waifus, and you need to pay for Super Grok, which I believe is around $300 a month, like an exaggerated price. And the interesting thing is that the characters can do not safe for work. And I was telling people this, everyone that's horrified about OnlyFans and, the absolute state of degeneracy in our society. Wait until this technology manages to take off. They will be begging for OnlyFans and Pornhub to come back. Like, they will be on their knees begging. It's like, please, OnlyFans, please just come back. Just come back. Because what will happen is that right now, I see a lot of moral busybodies on Twitter trying to harass various content creators, trying to harass Japanese artists. How can they do that if all of that goes offline? Can you imagine, like, someone talks to their waifu and the moral busybody isn't there in the room with them? Like not knowing what's going on, not being able to judge a person by seeing what they're into because they're doing it offline on their phone? How will they be able to show to the world how pious and moral they are if they can't talk down and demean others? It's going to be like a drought. Like, all these moral busybodies are going to have to, I guess, turn on themselves or some shit. Yeah, no, it's actually hilarious, right? Because every single time you see the moral busybodies pushing against pornography. Like, this is happening throughout history. It started with morality in media. You should look it up. Like, it was an alliance between feminists and religious people, making sure that what you get to see on TV is safe and sanitized. So this was like back in the 90s and actually even in the 80s. The feminists were like really concerned with how women are treated and how they're depicted. And the religious people were really concerned with making sure there's no curse words, that there's no violence and stuff like that. And so, like, they would attach themselves to various cable networks and make sure that the shows get bypassed and greenlighted by them, because otherwise they would picket and protest and send concerned citizen letters. And like, once they figured out, like, okay, we cornered the market, like, finally, we have managed to purify society, boom. Phone hotlines become a thing. You pick up the phone, you ring a fat ushikushi lady from the other side, and she tells you sweet nothings into your ear for like $5 a minute. And that was like a huge thing. So, like, again, they were freaking out. Oh, we need to crack down on that. They started cracking down on it with bureaucracy, legislation, forcing their advertisements to go after 12 a.m. But finally, they put the lid on it. Boom, the internet comes out, right? Like, that, now it's everywhere on the internet. They're horrified yet again. It's the same stuff now. I guess, like, they're trying to get rid of Pornhub by putting robust age verification. So UK, France, the European Union, the United States, well, a couple of states in the US, are basically saying that in order to view porn, you need to show your government ID. Or you need to have like a 3D facial scanning, right, before logging on the website. Like, obviously they know people aren't going to do that. If you want a robust age verification, you do it at the device level. Like, you would have phones specifically set for kids so that that particular phone doesn't show violence, doesn't show anything that the parents don't want, right? Like, that would be common sense. But no, like, what they're doing is they're trying to eradicate pornography from the internet. In fact, like, some of the activists, like, flat out say that this is what they want to do. And so now, boom, you get AI offline. You know, in a way, like I would say that these people, the moral busybodies, are helping our society advance. A lot of people do not understand that porn actually drives technology. I'm not kidding, like the live streaming. The live streaming became developed because a lot of people were upset when they would watch a video and they would see like a girl getting smacked on the ass and they would see the palm falling down and it would take like a 4 or 5, 6 seconds delay until the sound kicked in. And so like there were demands for that. Even payment processors, right? Like a lot of websites what needed people to pay money, right? Like you had cam girls and shit. So like there was a pressure there. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry that no one wants to talk about, but it's really fascinating when you're actually looking into it, right? So like every single time people make it so that it's difficult to access the things that they want, they can't really protest in public, right? Because it looks bad. It's like, oh, it's porn. But what they do is like they start being inventive. They start being creative. And necessity is the mother of all inventions. And then, well, here we are. In a way, I gotta say, this may actually be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. A good thing is that in order to make this type of not safe for work stuff, you don't need to kidnap a woman to do it. Like, unironically, a lot of the porn industry is indeed built on exploitation. So, like, doodling an anime character and making it so that everyone can have access to it will completely destroy the OnlyFans business industry. And so you won't have to worry that your daughter will do that shit. The disadvantage, however, is that many nations that probably are unaware, a lot of their money, like a big chunk of their economy, is actually built around cam girls. Especially in Europe. People laugh, but like if you have a nation of like, let's say 20 billion people and 100,000 ladies are doing OnlyFans, well, they're not just like paying taxes themselves, but they're also hiring video editors, they're also hiring accountants, they're also hiring lawyers. Like there's an entire environment over there. And of course, like this mixes with the crypto bros and in the economic world, it's kind of called the nomad industry, right? Because like they're the digital nomads. And they bring a lot of money. This type of change, this drastic change, is going to cause some economical hardship in a lot of these nations. Which, by the way, like before that, they used to have robust prostitution industries. Right, like a lot of people don't mention the fact that the OnlyFans industry has kind of crippled the traditional prostitution industry, including the strip clubs and all of that. Young people don't go there anymore, right? There is no such thing as like a good thing or a bad thing. There's a trade-off. Like what many people don't want to understand in 2025, especially on the internet, is that there are certain things that are like lightning. You know, asking, is lightning moral? No, it's not, but it's harmful, right? Like it's really bad. Getting struck by lightning is bad. No one wants that. But it exists. Like there's nothing you can do, but you can put something to deviate the lightning. You can put a lightning rod. And the lightning still happens, it just doesn't affect you anymore, right? Because, like, you can take the measures so that you're not affected by this. You can choose not to install this shit. You can choose not to give your kids phones or any type of internet access before they're 13. You can choose to have control of your life and your family. You can choose to go out, find a woman, get married, and have a normal family, okay? Like, that is your choice. And then you also understand that certain things, when they happen, it doesn't necessarily make society worse. Like, for instance, the appearance of the internet, the cam girls, the OnlyFans, right? Like, not only did it bring live streams, but it also made so that the actual sex industry, the physical one, where you have, like, hookers and prostitutes and all of that, it didn't go away, but it is much less now than what it used to be. And usually the people going there are middle-aged to elderly people. Like, the young people don't do that anymore. The young people are at home. And what's more interesting is that when this becomes a thing, when you're going to have the AI waifu, it's going to destroy the OnlyFans industry. And it's further going to affect the actual on-the-ground sex industry. That's my prediction, okay? We'll see in 3 years if I'm right or not. I personally think that this is going to become commonplace. I think that this is just like the beginning, But in the future, like everyone is going to have like their own AI companion, like an Alexa. Not everyone is going to use it for not safe for work, obviously, but people are going to use it a lot, similar to Googling, right? Like if you're on the street and you want to know directions, you can summon your AI waifu and ask her where's the nearest bus station, and she will guide you. Or you can ask where is the nearest restaurant that serves pizza, and she will tell you. So I think like this is what they're going to be used for. I would definitely not recommend giving it to children. Even if they have like a kids-friendly model, where you have like a cartoon or some shit, under no circumstances do that, because children have to learn how to socialize. This is actually really dangerous, right? Like if you are an adult and you use it knowing that it's a tool and you use it properly, that's one thing. But for kids, in my opinion, not good. I think I'm becoming like my grandparents or my parents, right? Which were freaking out over social media. Did you notice that no one freaks out over social media anymore? Like, that's very interesting, because when I was younger, like, all the generation from my parents were speaking out about the dangers and the harms of social media. Now people have realized, yes, social media can be dangerous, but it can also be navigated in a way that reduces that harm to a significant level. And I think like this is what this AI will become. In the beginning, it will be a moral panic. People will freak out. But then they will realize, okay, well, maybe if you actually use it like a tool, you use it properly, you don't get addicted to it, like maybe it's going to minimize the risk. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you on my live stream. Take care.